Hello Pisces, welcome back to Spirit's Path, and this is your September horoscope for 2021. And before I draw the card, let's recap what's been going on this year. This is the year of the ancestor, and everybody's listening to their own universal beat, walking their own spiritual path, and being committed and dedicated, to walking that path. Now, you started out with January with slow plotting energy through that Knight of Stones. Knights are fighters, tacticians, and this night kind of asks you, where can you push through this year for 2021? Where can you push through to the finish? All right, and as well as where's your stubbornness holding you up? All right, now with the Stones energy, that's also about security and stability as you're starting the year off, and maybe there's some justification in there. The stag, to me represents justice. It's, he's got he defends the wildwood forest because that's what he's got on his shield. But, he's also, for every reaction, there's an action. So if you cut a tree down, you're planting a new tree. So as you're pushing through this year, make sure that, whatever you do use, you replace. And that's what the stag is representing. In March, it was about a new beginning for you, Pisces. Is taking that step of faith, and maybe there was some justification in that in February, right? Some justice that needed to be meditated out, and you just said, you know what, I need to move forward. I need to move on. This is not aligning with my goals, so I'm cutting it out, right? And I'm going to find something that does ring true. And in April, you were in that Queen of Vessels ship, transitioning from that, taking that leap of faith that you had in March. In May, you made that decision. You made the decision to, whether it's career or relationship, whatever it is, to move on, to take that leap of faith. And that decision's well grounded, okay? And it's action. It's action energy as well. That followed up with the Page of Bows, the Stoat, and he's asking, or she's asking, who's offering you an opportunity? And maybe that opportunity wasn't there earlier in the year, and now it is, and it's up for you to to take a part of that. But it has to align with your values. It has to align with who you are, Pisces. All right. And the Page also asks, as he's a messenger, as well as help you learn lessons, is how would things change if you engage with this? And you said to yourself in July, you know what? I want to put my eyes on the prize. I'm going to set the mark, and this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be successful at it, and I'm going to stay true to myself. I'm going to be true to my values. I'm going to be steady, and I'm going to aim my arrow to hit that mark. And then last month, maybe you hit that mark in July. All right? And those that are around you, they're blessing you, right? Because that's what the Three of Arrows, that jealousy. To me, that's they're blessing you. They're not. You don't have that jealousy going on because everything's been working in your favor this year. Okay, you started out on a new track with that Wanderer. You were in the transition phase in March or April, right? You made that decision to move forward. All right, people didn't understand that decision. But, you engage with it in June with that Page of Bows, that Stoat. You stay true to your mark in July. And as a result, you hit that mark. You're hitting those, that heart, okay? And people don't like that. And as a result, they're blessing you. So let's see what September has for you, Pisces, for 2021. And that's going to be represented by the Great Bear. And it doesn't surprise me, okay? Sometimes I get surprised. This one really does not surprise me because the Great Bear is about, to me this is judgment, okay? To me this is listening to the universe. This is knowing that all can pass through this polar bear guarding this cave. It's really not a cave. It's more like a grave, okay? But the polar bear reminds us that we're all equal, Doesn't make a difference, male, female, what race we are, what our abilities or inabilities, or what our characteristics, what our downfalls, what our skill sets. Okay. At the end of the day, when you've lived your life, there's no judgment. It doesn't make a difference with what's going on, because the universe knows all. The universe knows what you've done. The universe knows what you haven't done. Okay. And if you're working to the point where last month people were jealous of you and they're blessing you, really? Thank you very much. I'm not going to be judgmental of that. Matter of fact, I'm going to look at it and say, do it this month too, in September. That's what I would do, Pisces. And I'm going to be free with it. I'm not going to be judgmental of it. It can come from anybody, right? And that's what the theme is for you in September this month, that Great Bear. Knowing that the universe has got your back. Being guided by that, that Big Dipper that's up there, following that true North Star. And then the first week of September for you, Pisces, is represented by another life lessons card, the Sun of Life. So here you've got, it's all part of the judgment, right? Let's see what the other cards have to say first before we get into clarifying this. So the first week of September is represented by the Sun of Life. And the next card that flies out at me is the Nine of Stones in Tradition. Tradition of values. Healing. Because that's what the shaman is. The shaman's a healer. Spiritual healer. It's going to lead you to Ten of Vessels happiness in that third week. And then the fourth week, Pisces. Seven of Bows clearance. So the theme for the month for you, Pisces, is to allow to not be judgmental. Okay, is judgment. All right. Not having judgment on others, not having judgment in work. Right. Understanding that the universe controls and takes away. Understanding that at the end of the day, we are all just dust to dust, ashes to ashes. We came from the earth, we go back to the earth. It doesn't make a difference. COVID's non-judgmental, right? It takes everybody. Old, young, male, female, whatever race, it doesn't make a difference. It's affecting everybody. It affects the animals too, right? So, that's just an example. Again, this is general reading, but, for this month, allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to understand, where you were at in this world. By maybe you're part of that Big Dipper, right? Maybe you're one of the stars. Because, as I look at these cards as they came out, okay, the Sun of Life has got that nuclear energy for you to move forward. Okay, it's powering you. It's powering you, to sustain yourself, to hold up those traditional values. All right, and it doesn't make a difference what tradition. Again, if you're not being judgmental, if you're being open, you're looking at all traditions: Buddha, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, Pacific, Indian, Indian, Native American Indian, right? European, African, American, South African, South America, Central America, Iceland, Greenland, all these different values that are out there, right? And this is creating, an energy for you to say, you know what, I have to respect. Not only do I have to be non-judgmental with everybody, I have to respect everybody else's cultural values, everybody else's traditions, right? And as a result, I'm going to be happy in that third week, right? I'm going to create a happiness within myself that I can share with others. Because, if I can be happy and share that with others, and knowing that, Pisces being the most intuitive sign, you know who you're going to be able to reach and who you're not going to be able to reach. But you're going to be able to spread that happiness. And you're going to be happy in the process. You're going to show others that happiness. You're going to show them, that by, fulfilling, by reaching out and becoming energetically charged, of not being judgmental, and respecting other cultures, respecting others' decisions, respecting others, for where they lived. You're going to be able to show that happiness, okay? And at the same time that you're doing that, you're able to clear out old habits, old thought processes, okay? Old roadblocks and challenges that are holding you back based on being judgmental. When you open yourself up to the universe, and Pisces, you know this the best, when you open yourself up to others and open up to yourself to, to the universe, you clear out the old. You allow the new stuff to come in. And as a result, maybe that gives you more karma points with the Great Bear. Not that you need them. It's not about who has the most at the end or the least. It's about being accepted with the universe. So there you have it, Pisces. That's the your horoscope for the month of September. Hit that like button for me, the Great Bear. Share it with others. Subscribe to the channel. And this is D for the Spirit's Path, and I'll talk to you next month in October. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.